You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Hollywood Hillbillies After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Hollywood Hillbillies After Show.
Getting a little crazy tonight. Ashley's getting down.
I was getting down with it.
Whoa. Is it X-rated for the finale?
It's R-rated.
Why?
We're rocking out tonight. Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV, your number one after show network with 27 million downloads weekly. It's Hollywood Hillbillies. Unfortunately, it's the finale. This has been an incredible season. It's definitely my favorite show. But it's season 1, episode 10, When Opportunity Knocks.
It's knocking loud. I mean, it's not even knocking. It's like banging at the door. It's like, let us the fuck in. We're taking over.
Michael is taking over. He's taking over.
The whole team is taking over. All the hillbillies.
It's true. The whole family is. Well, I'm Charlotte Broadbent, your host tonight. And of course, I have my amazing panel back with me. Ladies.
Hi, Ashley Daniels.
Hi, I'm Roxy Striar. Good to be back for this finale.
And we have David with us once again.
Hello.
And we have a super special guest tonight, which we're pumped about. Hence the music. Ray J is in the building.
What up?
Thanks for joining us.
I like those shades, I have to say.
It's bright in here.
You're looking very fly.
It's his tie.
It's very
It's
pastel.
the yellow tie with
Well, he did hit it first, so you know.
Listen, being that he hit it first and being that he's in the finale of the show,
yeah.
I had to have my homie, my client, my dear friend, my brother, Ray J, to come and talk about this madness that I had to involve him in.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like a one conversation thing. It was like a couple conversation. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to get the vision and I'm in. So that's why we have this young man with us.
Before we
you
get
for
into
having
it,
me.
how did you
Appreciate
feel being with them? Like, were you kind of like, whoa, like, this is cool. I don't really know what's going on.
You know what? I like loudness. You know what I'm saying? And I like different characters. So when I was around the family, I felt like they was gonna be like a real popular family just because of how loud they were and how real they kept it. Like no matter if the cameras was on or they were off, they just was the same person. And sometimes it's hard to get that when you shooting shows because as soon as the camera turns on, everybody acts different. And the real stars are the ones that just don't even care if the cameras are there or not. They keep it 100. So the Hollywood Hillbillies is 1000% authentic. It's funny, it's crazy. The family's crazy, but they're a great family, and I had a good time.
And that's what we love about it.
I want to know, who do you think isn't real on the camera? Not on this show, but like on other shows. Do you have any opinions about that?
I could
throw somebody under the bus.
Yeah, I could go on and
Hey,
on
I got
about
him
that.
here. Why
but
not take advantage of it?
I wouldn't do that. Like
All
you know,
right,
I mean, the people that do that know who they are.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know.
And they're on different networks.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely
Reels
not
channel's where it's
Reels
at.
keeps it real.
It was interesting, though.
Reels is real.
Reels is real. And it was interesting because you were talking to
No,
us.
we keep it real.
Well, we do keep it
In
real.
the real.
At AFTERBUZZ TV
Like
in general,
reality.
but on
We
Reels.
keep it 100 too.
We
Same
keep it
thing.
100.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. So,
Hundred?
but I want to say last week, I know. I tried so hard.
Don't make us have fun.
I know.
We just want to go all in. So go ahead. What do you want to say?
I was trying to pay him a compliment, but now I can't even because look at him keeled over the couch. I was trying to say that last week you were telling us about the fact that you actually are so close that when you need people to come in and help you in meetings, that he'll actually come in and rep you sometimes. So I think that's so cool.
That's really cool.
No, Ray.
We gotta help each other out.
No, I told you, and it's funny, Ray, because I don't know who's going to answer this call right now. We have NBC Universal calling.
I'll get
and they're
it.
either calling for you or for me.
Hello, this
and we
is Mr.
can't even take the call right now.
It's the Weintraub's office. How can I help you?
I'm serious. Let me tell you what's great about Ray is that he told me, he's like, dude, there's going to be a time and place where I'm going to have to manage you. So we have the role reversal comes into play. And the thing is, he's almost a crazier negotiator than me because he knows exactly what I want, when I want it.
I know what he wants. I know when he wants it, and I know how to get the money for this kid.
I
right
want you to
there.
be my manager.
Yeah.
God, we need him.
Like he's like William Morris, CAA, Brillstein
yeah.
Gray, DWE talent,
Yep.
all into one big ball.
Like one
Well,
giant.
you know my first
giant.
name is Willie, so you know Willie Morris.
Yeah,
Willie Morris.
So
the big Willie
you
Morris.
guys like hate each other so
Come
much, and
sign
you're not
up.
close at all.
Yeah, it's like,
I can
I mean, how
sense.
can we work together? It's
I know.
it's impossible.
Michael really has landed just the jackpot. I mean, firstly, you're his manager.
Yes.
And then, I mean, I don't want
course.
to ruin it right at the start of the after show, what we get to at the end, but he really just won the jackpot this episode. I mean, in life, he's really come out, he had taken a huge chance, and now he's linked in with you guys, and I mean, he's living it.
Well, his life changes in this episode in such an amazing way, and as we recap it, we'll get there. But like, this is making dreams come true, and for us as the puppeteers of those dreams, we're happy to just provide the opportunity to give people a chance.
Definitely.
How quickly did you call Ray J about Michael? Were you nervous? Because I know you were having problems with Michael and presenting him to other people. Not that you were embarrassed, but you felt like he wasn't ready.
The thing is, I mean, Ray is an entrepreneur. He owns a record label. He has multiple television shows. He makes movies. He makes music. He does everything. So he doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of time to take on new opportunities.
Right.
We have enough time balancing all the jobs that we currently have for him in one day. So I had to really figure out the right moment when I was going to be like, Ray, there is something special here. And being that Ray is an expert in viral and, viral the space of marketing on online.
You could call it
Like the Jetsons. It's kind of like the
Can I
Jetsons.
bitch? Don't get
Like the Jetsons, right? Like
spiraling.
wait,
I
let's
see you
redo it.
online
Let's redo it.
somewhere. That's
in the
so weird.
atmosphere.
being that Ray J like invented the internet, I was like,
you're
yo,
like the
since you invented the internet, like you should probably be the guy. No,
You weren't wearing that outfit though, but I do remember watching you on the internet.
Oh, you
Moving
dirty
on.
girl.
Moving on.
the other thing is like if anyone is an expert in a handheld camera, it's that guy. So
So look, honestly,
Seriously, though.
listen. With all jokes aside, the kid is a star.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Michael's a star.
No, but Ray, when I did tell you about him, you were there was a little bit of iffiness. You were like, dude, you got to show me something.
Yeah, absolutely.
'cause-
I mean,
'cause-
without a doubt. I mean, anytime you present something, it's always got to be dope. I mean, we just not gonna sign on 'cause somebody might give us some money. We always like to work with quality acts, and we feel like if we can build you from the ground up, then I feel like we want to work with you. And that kid right there, over 100 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
By himself.
to me, by himself, even before we decided to collaborate with him virally, but he also knows how to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
He's very humble. He's he's very appreciative of where he is and who he's around sometimes, at least the times that I've been around him. And then when he got in the booth, he turned it up. He was a whole different person. He went psychotic on us.
It's funny you should say that because
You know?
you said he knows how to turn it on and turn it off, but he's still learning how to really turn it up.
Yeah.
And hopefully in the future we'll really turn it all the way up.
Well, that's where we come into play.
That's where we come
got
into
work
play.
to do,
Yeah,
buddy.
Because we're actually experts in turning up.
Yeah.
turning up.
Turning
Turn
up.
up.
I'm gonna have to
And we
see
don't
some
just mean
turning up.
just showing up. We mean turning
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
right,
Ray J, are
right.
you saying that if you had found Michael without David's help, that you still would have had interest in him? It wasn't because he's your buddy and you wanted to do him a favor. It's because you actually believe in his talent. And had you found him on your own, you might have still offered him the same kind of deal.
I mean, yeah, because I'm not looking for talent. Like talent, has, if God, if it's meant, then God will bless people to be around the right people, and then magic will happen. So for me, I'm not looking for a rapper or looking for the next reality star. I mean, if I'm vibing with you, or David brings an artist in, or somebody from the team comes in with somebody and they believe, and we all believe together, then we work. But other than that, if it's not magical and it's not sent from the higher power, then I don't get involved.
Yeah, and we have like kind of like in Sons of Anarchy with the board meeting that they have every episode.
Yeah.
We have our board meeting.
We are
Yes, it's very
the
similar.
urban entourage.
Yeah.
Oh,
We stand-
love it.
of reality
Like
TV.
and Sopranos a little bit.
A little
Very
bit.
much.
We're not a
Very
violent. We're not a violent
Okay,
staff
fine.
of
Well, I'm
people.
Italian, so I come from
Yeah.
Boston. There's a lot of
Yeah.
mafia around it, so I think that they
Yeah.
control what's going on. So,
Relating
yeah,
it
you
to
can channel them a little
Entourage?
bit too.
Yes.
It's one thing
You know,
to relate to
little mafia.
Entourage. and then
They used to
relating
run
it-
Hollywood. They used to run Hollywood.
We are the urban entourage.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are the entourage
With a
of
little bit
reality
of
TV.
mafia.
And you got to understand, like
Little bit?
for everything that we have, Ray included, we've like none of this was handed to us. We've all worked our asses off to get to where we are.
I love that.
And
that's
that's
like
what
so gratifying.
That makes you appreciate it even more when you get it. And to have the years that we've had the last few years, we're blessed. And you gotta
Not
really,
lucky, you're blessed. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and Michael's
Yes.
realizing more and more he needs work. But before we get into more of the episode, I'm going to throw it over to the booth about an awesome new show.
What's your accent? What?
British.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Australian.
It's
for
a little
minute.
strange, but
No,
I'm from England
Australian.
originally.
I thought, I just got back from Australia, so I didn't know if I was still there.
Worldly man.
We don't know.
But yeah, we'll throw it over to the
We put
booth.
you in a time capsule.
My bad, I messed up.
Tuesdays on Oxygen.
I'm Maria Menounos, and my life can get a little crazy. I host Extra. I'm an actor, producer, dancer, wrestler, and a lot of other things. I live with Kevin, my boyfriend of 15 years. Do you really love me?
I would say that I'm in serious like.
And my parents. Yep, I just said I live with my parents.
You drive me crazy.
You drive me crazy. My parents want us to get married.
You both love each other. Get married.
Kevin and I don't. I am going to get married when I want to get married. I think I want kids. Kevin definitely doesn't want them now.
This is being pushed on to us.
And of course, my parents wanted them yesterday.
This year you gotta have it.
And I have a house full of people counting on me financially. If I take my eye off the ball, everything can fall apart.
It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or wants us to do. It's what we want to do.
Everyone thinks that they know what's best for me, but I'm really the only one. I have got to figure things out.
Chasing Maria Menounos is so new. Every Tuesday at 10, 9 Central, starting March 18, only on Oxygen.
Wow.
That's right. It premieres tonight. So tune in 10, 9 Central on Oxygen.
But before that, you have to go watch Bad Girls Club reunion show because our very own Ray J.
No, yeah, it's not the reunion.
yeah.
Oh, this is the finale.
The finale.
Wait, hold on, Ray. We both have finales of our show, your show and my show, the same night.
Oh, it's not the reunion episode. It's the finale
This
of
is
the Bad Girls
amazing.
Club.
We both have finales on the same night.
That's pretty amazing.
Wow.
What are you
guys
gonna do to
really are
celebrate?
like blood brothers.
You guys gonna
then.
celebrate, right?
We're gonna go get massages. And,
Ooh.
no,
Happy endings? No. Yes, maybe.
No,
No,
we're
I'm not single.
Well,
Hey,
well, what
listen.
no?
You know what I mean?
We're not gonna talk personal tonight. We're gonna talk.
We
business.
are.
No happy endings for me.
Oh, that's how it is. We're not talking.
I gotta work.
Tonight. Yeah.
I got stuff I gotta do. We got empty champagne glasses.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
But
let's bring those.
We should maybe bring those up.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
hang on. I just want to say
can
one
make
thing.
that
One thing.
happen.
I just want to
She's the
wish.
girl that makes things happen.
I want to wish
Mafia.
Kevin and Maria good luck on their Oxygen series. It
Yes,
looks amazing.
definitely.
We love AfterBuzz. We love the
Love
family.
you, Kevin, and love you, Maria.
We love you guys.
And we wish you guys many seasons and a big hit on your hands.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And a shameless plug, I'm covering their after show here tonight after. So after the
Watch
show,
her,
go
watch
and
her.
watch the
Yeah.
show. Yep.
Tune right into Roxy.
And yeah.
Right
yes.
after the Bad Girls All-Star Battle.
Yeah, make sure they tune in tonight. It's the finale. So tonight we'll find out who wins the $100,000.
Oh.
Bad
100
Girls
Honestly,
All-Star
Roxy,
Battle.
we would've won if
I'm
we-
giving
You
out
think we would've?
$100,000 tonight. Tonight, I make it rain on the baddest bad girl on the planet. Who will it be? We will see tonight.
Well, that's made me want to watch.
Roxy. Show them the video.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's
I'm
going-
interested in any videos
We're
you
thinking
guys
we
did.
could have been the Bad Girls.
No,
so
like
we're
literally,
thinking.
we did a video.
You
of the
guys
Bad
would get
Girls
beat up.
Club. No, I'm gonna show you after though. I have
No,
to
you
show
guys
you
are
the
nice
video.
girls.
Ray,
And the bad girl
Really?
and the bad girls are nice girls too. They're just a little bit more aggressive.
You'll change
Edgy.
your mind when you see our video. It's
All right,
hilarious.
well, getting into Hollywood Hillbillies after that, okay.
Go right ahead.
So, the start of this episode, we see the family going to Sushi. And I guess sushi isn't that popular in Georgia. I don't know. Because they've never had it before,
Well,
right?
they had it. They had just never had gourmet sushi before. So I chose to take them to Fuga, which is downtown. It's a very like underground chic, local, organic, sustainable, delicious sushi bar.
I just remember that I'd been there once. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's so
And then
exciting.
you go down the stairs.
I
and,
get down the stairs. I'm
you know.
trendy. I was trendy too. No, I'm not.
You're an OG.
You are
So like
trendy.
only OGs eat there. So we went there and we had a busy night because we had to go do this. I was doing this radio interview for Nick Ritchie, so we had to get a quick bite to eat before we went.
He's
And-
another client of yours?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Just racking these clients up.
I
aren't
mean,
you?
I rack them and stack them. And then smack them.
Well, the best part of this scene was Dee Dee.
Yes.
I mean, she's so happy.
I mean,
that
Dee Dee's the best part of every scene. But
she is. But how long had you guys been there at dinner to when she finally realized, wait, this is my favorite actress of all time that sat like 2 tables away?
Joyce DeWitt.
Joyce DeWitt, yeah,
of Three's Company.
Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company was having dinner there, and this just happens to be her favorite actress of all time. She actually thought that maybe I had managed her in the beginning, and I was like, no, I don't even know her.
This was a coincidence.
Coincidence.
You swear to God,
crazy.
Coincidence.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's meant to be.
I thought that Dee Dee was gonna maybe have a heart attack in this moment. I mean, she was crying. She couldn't pull herself together. It's so cool how even as she's getting this fame, she still gives a shit. You know, she just,
oh my gosh,
like
so
she was
cute.
just so cute.
She's like, I'm not a stalker. I'm not a stalker. I was like, I would totally do that too if Lucille Ball was alive and I went up to her.
And Joyce was so nice to her, gave her so much love. It was
that's
really
so
great.
nice. That is so nice. Look what
Popping
we have going on. Some champagne coming into the room.
Oh my God.
Champagne.
Ray J asked for it and then it came.
You know what's so cool about this is?
What?
I don't even drink.
What?
Like,
wait, really?
Yeah.
You were complaining about your empty champagne glass.
It was a metaphor. I mean, it just, I didn't know. I didn't know if
glass
this was
half empty,
I didn't know if it
glass
had a different kind of meaning to it.
It did.
I mean, we're popping a bottle tonight because we have to
thank
celebrate
you.
a little bit. Your
You realize I'm doing
finale,
another show later, right?
my
Gonna be drunk
finale.
now?
Let all of the
I'm
bottles
hosting another
pop
show in
tonight.
2 hours.
We
so
will
I don't know
drink
much of the
to
show
you.
Please drink to me.
We have to cheers, Ash.
Oh my!
So
Excuse
unlucky
me.
to drink.
Rude.
Did you ever catch that?
Oh my God!
All right, we're really getting off topic here, guys. We gotta get. Let's get into
The
some
topic is
Michael.
I'm selfish. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
And I'm
Let's
an alcoholic.
Let's get into some Michael. I mean, we see him. The first kind of gig he has this episode, which
Can
is
we
a
have
huge,
that bottle up here?
Yeah,
which
After
is
he
a
gives-
huge episode for him.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Felipe.
We see he's at radio station with Nick Ritchie.
Yeah.
Right.
And was this his interview, or like did you get this for him?
No. Nick is a longtime client of mine, and he had me on the show as an expert in my field. And so
Before this,
I mean, I've been on the show a couple times, but yeah, this was for the new season of his radio show. And Nick is an internet genius. He does 70 million clicks a year. It's a big deal, and we've been in business for about 3 years together. And he brought me on to talk about it. And I just brought Michael because I knew it was an opportunity to get him some FaceTime and some radio time, and it turned into an opportunity to really hear him rap. And Nick is a really tough dude to deal with.
I was gonna say.
Well, he
But
didn't get
he-
his name right.
Well, because when Nick,
Let me just say,
he's a foreigner.
For everybody
No,
that doesn't know, Nick is like,
Hey.
controversial.
Just kidding.
He's controversial, but it's cool to see. He's been coming out more and more. Like he was on Dr. Phil, and like he does little things where now you get to see more of Nick Ritchie, the person behind the website,
Yeah.
because so many people think he's like a monster.
No, he's
but every
definitely not a
time, and let me
monster.
tell you something. I don't think a lot of the things that are said on there are very nice. I'm not advocating for that, but I think he's actually he's a sweetheart. He seems like such a nice guy. He's got
He's a nice guy.
beautiful daughter, a beautiful wife. He seems
Where
like
can
a
we
really
find
nice
that,
guy.
though?
So I like that you showed the side of him that's really cool, that side that you like. Because
Yes.
someone like you're not going to be around people that aren't cool, that aren't nice people.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
Exactly.
good question, Rox.
I
Where
wanna
can
know,
we?
Yeah, where we can find.
Where?
Because we saw him rapping tonight, but we didn't see the entire interview. Where can we find
you
that?
can find that on the dirty.com.
On the dirty.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
Because
should go check that
it
out.
was interesting how, because you did see a good side of him. I mean, Nick gave him a chance to freestyle on air.
Yes.
And that's a big deal. I mean,
Yes.
he has 70 million clicks
Yep.
on his website a year. This is a huge opportunity for him, and he killed it.
We put on a little trailer on the website, and we did 650,000 views of the trailer of tonight's episode in 2 days on his website. So
Wow.
if that tells you anything about the power of the
Damn.
internet,
that's
that's
pretty
a lot.
awesome.
Damn.
Oh, look
Ray
who
J.
else is taking a sip. See, I wasn't that bad of a...
Yeah, what's
All right, cheers. Let's just do the cheers, 'cause I'm thirsty.
Cheers to
Cheers.
Michael. Cheers to
Cheers
Ray
to Ray J.
J.
Cheers to David.
Cheers
Cheers
to
to us. Cheers to myself.
Cheers to
Cheers.
good.
Cheers to
Ray J.
me, myself, and Irene.
And Mima. Mima,
And Mima.
and Maria and Kevin. for
And
tonight.
Maria and Kevin for
Oh,
sure.
just chase everybody. There we
And
go.
Phil.
But
Jesus.
Ray J, did you hear that interview with Nick Ritchie at all and have any kind of idea of what Michael could do in freestyle? Because he was put on the spot. Nick was just like, okay, get a beat and he can go.
Yeah, I felt like he came with it. I felt like people didn't think that he was going to spit what he was started to spit, and I think he got a little bit over the top at the end because
Yeah, he kinda ate the microphone.
because it started to become because it started to become funny and it started to become comical because everybody started to make jokes about it. But if you would have stayed in a serious tone of it and really took it all the way serious, it was cool.
So you had listened to it before You had a meeting with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you're trying to help him shape then? So
I'm just saying, watching it back with seeing him in the studio with Dave and Nick, it just, at first it started out great, and then it started to become over the top.
So what do
if
you
you bring
do?
a little bit of that back, and
Hit
then
me
you
up.
make a good record.
Yeah, but how do you help him do that? How do you teach bringing it back to
Thank
something
you.
like
He'll do it himself. He just has to know that people around him believe in him.
and aren't seeing him as a joke.
As long as people know that the people around them that support them believe in them and believe that they can do what they want to do in life, they'll always be more confident and
Right.
be more creative than they would be if they have to prove to the people that they love that it's hot. Like they got to focus on proving themselves to the whole world and giving out great content. So you got to have a team around you supporting you in a positive way.
So you think Michael having his amazing family of these Hollywood Hillbillies is such a
Absolutely.
huge help for his journey?
I mean, he's on his way. He got a great family that's supporting him. They believe in him. Even if they don't even listen to rap, they believe in him. And that says a lot about, a real true family and true love, and I think that's what they have. It's out of control. It's crazy. It's loud. It's fun. They say a lot of stuff that people can definitely relate to, but at the same time, there's love there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's passion behind their connection.
Did you ever have a moment in your life where you didn't have anybody around you that really was cheering you on, and so you had to really find an inner confidence from yourself because you weren't getting that same thing? Or did you?
Well, I always had to prove myself to people around me or to
You did,
to
okay.
the industries that I've been in, except for reality, except for the TV business that I'm in now. It's been a home run since the beginning.
Right.
And so I'm in my own lane over here. As far as music and as far as movies and sitcoms, it's a different kind of twist. But reality, we're in a whole nother
Yes,
world.
yeah,
And
right.
I like being here.
Yes,
Because nobody
absolutely.
else is here.
Right, exactly.
It's just us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like it. But the struggles behind everything is always what you need.
You
need
do.
to fall down sometimes and know how that feels in order to pursue all your dreams in life and appreciate them.
Definitely.
I
And,
love that you said that.
And Michael does have his family. I mean, he has an incredible family that's really got his back. But sometimes, and we've seen throughout the season, when you sent him to see it wasn't a therapist, it was a life coach.
The life coach, yeah.
That
Careful,
maybe
not
it
a
was, I know, it
therapist.
wasn't a therapist. That maybe this is a little bit of a negative and it's time for them to maybe take a step back. But then again, he just has an incredible family. And Mima has said, when we first see the meeting that you're trying to set up with Ray J and Michael, Mima doesn't even listen to rap. She doesn't like rap.
Yeah.
But she just supports her son and wants him to do well. So that's the first scene when we see you in this episode, that you guys are having a meeting, and when also with Track
that was
D.
also one of the first meetings that the family didn't go to the actual
Track
meeting.
D is getting a shout out. Let me text him.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to make sure that the first meeting, they couldn't come. It really had to be about Ray meeting Michael and allowing him into his world.
Right.
It couldn't be all the madness. Now, the secondary me, and luckily Ray is a nice enough guy, Ray said, I'm going to let you cut a demo here. Let you test this out. Then the family came in.
Well, I wanted to ask you, were you kind of shocked because I don't think Michael realized that you were going to be there right away, did he? Because I think it was your lunch break or something. That's what it came across on the episode. It wasn't necessarily...
Well, I think Ray was a little bit thrown with the shirt.
It was his shirt.
It was
tiger-
amazing.
The tiger shirt.
It's my favorite
was
shirt.
a
He
lot.
looks so good in it.
Yeah. It was a lot because I was just coming out. I was
Charlotte, we actually have a present for you.
Oh
my God, I love it.
It is a Hollywood Hillbillies
Wow.
official tiger.
Is that the female version of
Okay,
it?
Yes.
you have not shut up about that shirt. You better wear
Oh
that
my gosh,
every day
it
of
even
your
has
life.
Hollywood
That's
Hillbillies Reels channel on it.
Wow.
I think
That's
what
from
may-
David Weintraub,
I think what may
the
be
Hollywood Hillbillies family to you.
yes.
That's
I
beautiful.
love it. But Rachel didn't like
I
the
think
shirt
maybe,
so much.
maybe can you model it for us?
I will
mean,
definitely put this on right now.
Can we see what's going on here?
Take your earphones off because it's gonna get stuck under.
Okay, while she's modeling that, I do just have to say, because we were talking about Mima and how she felt about rapping, I thought this quote was so funny. She says, "Why is everybody in such a rush to get so many words out at one time?" That's not how we think of rapping these days.
That's
But
it.
she's just so good.
Wow.
It looks great with your skin.
Wow.
With your tan.
Oh,
Look at you.
so are you? What does he say? He's
Look at you.
something like a ginger.
He says, I think he does this.
Eye of the
Eye of the
tiger.
tiger, heart of a ginger.
I
I'm not
got
very good at
the
doing that,
eye
but-
of the tiger.
Yeah. But yes, oh my gosh, I'm so happy
I love that
right now.
What is this?
And you're
Velvet?
gonna hear me.
We gotta play it.
I'm so happy right now.
And just know you can get your official Hollywood Hillbillies garb on reels.com.
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Of course.
Oh.
I want to get like
Brilliant.
an extra large and sleep in it like it's a
I
little
love it.
nightie.
It's so soft.
As a moo-moo. Where's the moo-moo?
I know. Come on.
That's
This
on
poor
you.
girl's been
Moo-moos are
asking for the
coming.
moo-moo.
Moo-moos
That's
are
on you at
coming.
this point.
I mean, and I have to say,
Yes.
I do like the t-shirt.
Wait, so Ray J, I have a question.
I
Is
also
it
like
staring at you? Can you not concentrate? Because
Well, see, the eyes there could stare at me where they are there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm fine with those.
What about the nose? Is that her belly button?
I haven't seen it.
the lips are at the lips. The real lip. Ooh.
all right.
That's too bad. Too
Wow.
graphic.
Oh, I thought we were making a booby joke, but the eyes are
We
actually on
were,
the
but I was
shoulders.
saying the
We're
nose
making
of
a
her
breast
belly button.
joke, and then you went down to the.
I did. I
a
took
clip
it to
joke,
another
which is a
level.
little
I
bit
did.
extreme,
Is that wrong?
And we're trying to keep it.
I'm
a
so
little
sorry.
Bit,
He
you
just
know,
said
we're
he
trying
had
to
I
keep
think
it-
I changed
It's
it. I didn't say
That's
what
fun.
he said.
Very fun.
We had to take
Charlotte,
the-
we still haven't seen her belly button
Way-
ring, so
I took it to
Okay,
another level.
okay.
I went
All right.
there. I went
You
there.
went there. It's
I'm
fine,
sorry,
though.
Ray J. I'm
People
really
tend to go there when I'm in the room. I'm
sorry. I'm there when no one's in the room.
For some odd reason. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
Wow.
just one of those.
Okay. Were you?
She's a
No one's in
freak.
the room.
She's a freak.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Super freaky.
Ray J, were you a little taken aback with the shirt? Because I think he's trying to wear that to kind of set himself apart and be like, look,
I
this
was giving
is.
him a hard time.
You were.
I was
It
giving
wasn't
him a
as
hard
bad as
time.
it.
I mean, I just wanted to kind of break the ice. He was a little nervous. You know, I didn't want him to go right into
he was
starting
he
to
was
rap.
very nervous.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
for me, like, I don't consider myself a record executive or a TV. I create. And,
Right.
you know, Weintraub and the rest of the team that, you know, brings the contracts and the money and all of the other deals and the sponsorships, they do that for me. I just like to create. So I wanted him to feel comfortable in just being in his own skin. And he came in with the tiger shirt. So I was just kind of playing with him a little bit.
I want to
That's
hear about
cool.
him being nervous though, because what was this a
Well,
conversation
you know,
guys had?
Michael is such a loving guy, and he does always love to hug people when he meets them. And I told him before he walked in, I said, don't hug them off the bat. Like, you got to get to
I
know.
feel like
I
that
disagree.
comment probably made him a little more nervous because you're like,
I disagree.
Well,
don't hug him.
If it
No,
matters. Listen, I'm a hugger.
you got
I'm a hugger.
you got, but
Go right in.
here's the thing: men hugging other men that don't know each other at first.
Really?
You got to know each other first, then you can give them a
Is
hug.
that true?
Yeah.
I think I gave you a hug
I
the first
hug
time I met
men,
you.
but we're
women,
women.
everything.
Like, I would never meet a man.
are
and be
women?
like,
Whatever's
let me-
left. What's
Are
left?
Well, you're women. You're women. Like we're
Did you
we're-
catch that, Ray J?
No, but see, I think
We're women. Like, we love women.
But is it always that way? Like, I feel like there's some men that just have like a warmth to them that you just know when they're coming in for the hug. Like, it's coming from a good place. It's not coming from
No,
a,
I think-
I
Right,
want to
no,
see you
no, I
make
get it, I get it, but I needed him to also understand this was a business meeting,
Okay, all right.
and like, you
I
know,
mean, he didn't have to say that meeting with me though. Like, I hug.
You're a hugger. You
I
hugged us
hug
the minute
everybody.
you met
Yeah, I
us.
mean, of course, I'm a hug
Yeah.
everybody.
I didn't get a hug.
Ray has
You
been
didn't?
known. Ray has been known to hug it out
see,
many
I
occasions.
love the
so like,
hugging.
I'm not nervous about
Ever
it.
since I moved to
Him
LA,
hugging.
people don't like the hugging.
You know, listen.
What's up with that?
I'm in Hollywood, so we give hugs
What?
in Hollywood.
My way
Yeah.
off?
You know what
Yeah,
I
in
mean?
Boston, nobody hugs anybody. Everybody's like so mean. Here, everybody's like hug, hug.
I hug tons
See, I
of
think
people
it's the
in Boston.
opposite.
I hug tons of people in Boston.
I'm
This
from
guy's
Boston.
hugged
She's from
everybody
Boston.
across the United States.
Beantown, Beantown.
Boston. But Michael's
we're
a
Italian.
hugger,
That's
and
why
he's
I
from
hug
Georgia,
everybody.
so-
I feel like
I
that's
feed
the
them and I
I'm a
hug
hugger.
them.
I feel like
Can't
it's the
help it.
southern thing.
In a
You
good
know,
way.
when you're down south, it just
It's
seems to be
definitely
it's
not
more,
a southern thing. No,
No?
no.
And
I
I
think
think
you,
it is.
I think
I
you
don't
may
know.
have your
Both smell
territories
great.
confused.
Maybe.
Thank you.
I hugged you like you.
We smelled great.
Did I smell like crap? Because I didn't get the hug.
I don't think
Dolce
so.
and Gabbana.
No, but you
Dolce
are
and
wearing an
Gabbana.
awfully short.
you know. My dress is a
Yeah.
little short.
I know. I put something
I
around
thought that
my
would work
waist.
for a hug, but I guess not.
All right, well, getting back into tonight's episode.
Yes.
Sorry, we're getting a little
we
bit
get
off
way-
track.
Back
We
to
like
Hollywood Hillbillies.
Going-
we're getting a little bit off. But okay, so we get to see after the family comes, and his family is so supportive when they're all in the studio.
Yes.
And everyone's just rallying around him, and Mima's like, do your thing. And I think, was it Mima or Aditi that said, imagine us all naked to kind of make him feel a little bit more comfortable. I wouldn't
know
want
if
to
that
do
would
that.
really help.
But she was just trying to be nice and supportive
saying,
to
family.
ease his nerves.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the studio and he just kills it.
Oh my God, he crushed it.
He
I couldn't
really
Yeah,
did. The beat he got was sick. And he
Wait, shout
just
out again.
Shout out to Track D.
Track D.
Shout out to Knockout Entertainment.
Shout out to my label, Knockout Entertainment. Gotta shout out the label. You know who I want to give a big shout out to though? I want to give a big shout out to Stan Hubbard.
Yes.
who owns Reels.
Oh.
That is the guy.
My
You gotta give it up to
Stan.
Stan Hubbard. You
You're
know
the
why?
man.
Great guy.
Because the content that he's been putting
Stan,
on
you're
the
the
network
man.
has been just explosive.
Yes.
And it's everybody's been gravitating to it. You know what I mean? And I think they got a long run ahead of them.
Well,
and I want to be a part of it.
Being that Reels is a truly independent network, you know, it's great to have a space where you can really just do the projects that you want to do.
Well, I'm creating right now.
Stan.
I got an idea for Stan right now that's explosive.
Stan, I just want to
We'll
say.
set up a meeting.
Stan, I'm coming to meet up with you.
And after that, I just want to say, Stan, you are the man. We love you. And that's my wink. That's my new wink. I've been practicing. Stan,
All right.
the man.
For you, Stan.
Don't
Okay,
get
well,
any of us fired.
Stan,
we
we love you. We freaking love you, Stan.
All right, we do.
Stan,
Shout out.
Stan,
But let's
Stan.
get back into this episode. Because he really does. When you
Back to
first
reality.
heard him rap, what did you, well, track D,
Well,
he
no,
was like,
wait, we got to take one step back. Okay. I knew Michael had an it, but when he finally had to go and deliver that it, and it came out, and it wasn't, I don't want to use the word horrible. Like listen, it's
You were
not
pleasantly
easy.
surprised.
I was beyond pleasantly surprised because I knew that if I put him in a situation with real producers and in a real studio environment that we could make and shape the vision that's in his head. You gotta understand, nobody just walks in a studio and makes a hit track. There's a lot of people involved. There has to be the person singing it,
So we never
writing
see
it.
that.
There has to be the producer. There has to be the engineer. There's so much that goes into
Nobody
it. So-
wants to see all that.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
no,
wanna
but
see
but that's what I'm
to
saying.
know,
If you even have the ability to get up there and be able to present yourself and have some flavor and do it, which he did, and that was the biggest thing that I had to make sure he had the ability to do, which he proved us all wrong. No, he proved us right that what we were believing in was correct, and he delivered.
and I'm going to backtrack just a little to the very first meeting when you guys were sat down and you just give him advice. You're like, look, if you want to take this to the next level, you need a demo. And you said, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And he was just looking in awe at you. You could just tell that this meant so much to him, and he was hanging on to every single word that you said. Did it come across that way when you were in the meeting?
I felt like he was into his own craft, and he was excited to be in the studio. And for me, I've been independent my whole life. Like all my songs I put out, from One Wish to Sexy Can I, 143, any of the songs that I ever put out that was successful has all been independent. And so I've always believed in taking something with a small budget and selling millions of units or millions of products with it. I mean, that's something that me and my company have done. So to watch him be at his beginning stages, I just wanted to give him some advice, because 5 years from now or 2 years from now, he could be just as big as Eminem. Like,
Absolutely.
So you always gotta respect
Seriously.
everybody the same way you were respecting Eminem or anybody that's on that level now. I
Or Ray
respect. I
J.
respect. But I respect people. No matter what level they're on. So I felt like he had a good heart, and I feel like he's gonna be a star.
That's amazing that you just said that about him. But I am curious, when you speak about this small budget, it isn't that small of a budget to make a demo. Who eats this cost? Are you just putting faith in
that
him?
gentleman
Or
right
Yeah,
there.
we
You
eat
eat
the
the
cost.
cost.
We pay for it. I mean, the studio we was in that night was a major recording studio. I have other studios more in a pre-production form where you can kind of stay there for 24 hours and sleep in the studio for weeks and weeks and come up with something dope in a smaller setting, or like a house studio or somewhere where you can go upstairs and take a shower, sleep, come back downstairs and keep working. That studio is for that's a big studio, so you should really know you have a hit when you go in that kind of studio, or you got enough money, like $1,500 a day or $3,500 a day.
It's insane.
That's
You know what I mean? To record.
Absolutely.
You got Pro Tools, you can make a hit record at home in your bedroom and then take the hit to that studio and mix it.
And record it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I just have a quick question. Do you remember a time in your life where you had an opportunity like Michael has, where there was somebody that gave you some great advice that you remember up until today?
Yeah, I mean, I've had opportunities where I had a fork in the road where I could either go to a major label and actually do what they tell me to do, or I can go independent and take a way bigger risk and be myself.
And shape your career how you want to.
And if I'm successful this way and it takes longer, then I'm still having fun being who I am instead of becoming this big star, and then later on you find this wacky stuff about me and then it's over for me.
Yes.
Because I wasn't myself to begin with.
So do you feel like you gave any of the advice that you got at that time to Michael? Do you feel like you ever, or
I
is
just told him to stay true to what
Yeah.
you do and work hard and take it serious. You know what I
so
mean?
cool.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what he did when he was in the studio. He did seem to take it more serious. You could see the nerves. He was a little bit apprehensive. He didn't really know what was going to happen. I mean, when you're freestyling, I guess you don't really. I've never freestyled, so I don't know. But do you just not really know what you're going to say?
I mean, freestyling is dope if you're a freestyler. Some people have a talent to just talk about everything in the room and it'll all come together. Some people don't. Some people need to write.
Had he heard the beat before, or was it just
everything was on the fly right there. Go to work, and
That's so amazing. The improv.
And we actually did cut that song into a full-length song that we will be showing later in life. And it came out pretty well.
Maybe season 2,
which is what Ray J heard when we got to the next step of what happened.
So people who freestyle, in order to record, they take what they did freestyle and then they write it down and go back and reuse it.
I mean, it's just
There's
so many different ways to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it would be hard to explain a way somebody writes a song.
Because you're all artists.
There's so many different ways. As long as the song gets written and it's hot and everybody's loving it, I mean, that's the main, you know.
Does a song change? Does the meaning of a song change as the artist gets older and grows and progresses, and they sing they're singing the same song they wrote maybe 10 years ago? Do the words still have the same meaning, or can they kind of grow with you?
Yeah, they grow with you.
Yeah.
Time grows with you. I mean,
Yeah,
people.
because if you're rapping about something
You
that's
know,
like
yeah, I mean, people
struggling and
live.
then you're not
You know,
anymore.
people die. You know, people go through things, and so you might have been singing about a song that not related to you then, and then 20 years later, it's now about your life. So.
The same thing with listening to songs. You know, sometimes a song means something to you. Oh, there goes my champagne.
See?
A song means something.
Had
to
a
you,
little
and
bit too much.
You know me. Oh, guess you're not the only alcoholic of the group tonight.
Oh, good.
And it's true, and it is right. When things change, like memories change, it has a different meaning. But I'm sure, I mean, this episode, Michael's never going to forget. At the end of this episode, it's Dee Dee and Paul's engagement party.
Which completely got trumped by the Ray J news. I almost felt a little bad, but they didn't care.
But they had such a big moment in Vegas with the engagement and the donuts.
And the show is Michael's show.
Come on.
And I think Dee Dee said, "Oh my God, Ray J is at my engagement party.
I
This
know.
is so Hollywood." She was like, "I
know.
love it here." But just when you walked into the party, Michael's face lit up. He was like, "I can't believe you came."
Yeah.
Just that meant a lot to him.
Well, I'm part of that family now, so I wouldn't miss something like that. And even when I was messing with her at the table at dinner, of course I'm coming to her engagement party. You know,
Right.
I had to be there. And
At Lexington, snazzy baby.
we're just so we're
Classy.
A-list.
Classy.
But Ray and I had a long, there's a lot of stuff that you don't get to see in the show, but Ray and I had a long talk right before we walked in there, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I think we may be able to do something, and I'm like, I agree. And what better way to do it than to do it through our own independent label? And then we got to...
And that's what we see, because you kind of say, okay, 2 minutes, I'll be back.
Yeah.
And then next thing, we see Ray J walking in with you.
Yep.
And it's like, sit down, okay, a little bit of a meeting time. And then you just say, look, I loved what you did. I loved your passion. I like the lyrics. Well, I think you said you loved the lyrics. Like listening to them, you're like, wow. And then you signed him for a single deal, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Which is one song.
I mean, it's a deal to make a song.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's like a development deal, but we are going to put out a song.
Yeah, I mean, again, David found the right budget that would make sense for him. So once he found the budget, I felt like he was creative. I felt like we could give him a few months. We could invest some time and some money into him. So he had to initially create this space for us, and once we had the space, because when you're an artist, you want people that believe in you to put time into you. You shouldn't just fly out for one day and leave. So what we're doing is creating a few months of time so we can develop whatever he wants to develop, and then whatever happens after that is up to God and the fans.
Yeah,
Right.
And what's great about it is too, with my management and Ray J's sort of mentoring of him, it's a great combination and a great kind of way to learn the business, because this is an extremely difficult space he's embarking onto, and he's going to need the knowledge of both an artist and an executive and a guy who knows how to make the deals.
You're the perfect team, the two
so
of you.
that's
Absolutely.
why.
Told you we're the urban entourage.
Yeah.
Outside of working with him in a business relationship and being his mentor, as a person, do you feel like you guys could be friends? Is this somebody you would go grab a drink with, or are you guys so different? I mean, just the show title alone, Hollywood Hillbillies, I wouldn't exactly picture you on the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's cool about it. And again, I play a lot of behind the scenes in this business. Like, I'm not always in front of the camera, and I'm not always toting around an EP credit or a producer credit. If it happens, it happens. For me, I'm a part of the show. I love it. It's real. I mean, the Hollywood Hillbillies are real. I got big plans for Mikey. And so now with David's help, I'm in. Like, it's so many projects.
So awesome.
It's projects that I might not have ever noticed,
right?
But when somebody like David brings them to my attention, it just helps the brand. It broadens the brand. The demographic stronger now. All of their fans are now get to know me a little bit more. So it's a good collaboration.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, we are a family, and we all provide opportunities for everybody around us, which is what collaboration is all about.
That's all.
And Michael's gonna have his own specific career.
Mikey.
He's not gonna do what Ray J does. He's not gonna do exactly what a rapper does. He's gonna have his own little lane, and we're just carving out that lane, and we're gonna help him launch.
But it's cool to know you aren't just blowing smoke up the audience's ass and being like, listen, I'm gonna give you a single.
We don't have time for that.
I know, of course not.
We're way too busy making real moves to waste time.
That's what's really
we
cool.
wouldn't do it
We know
unless
that,
we saw
yeah,
something.
viewers
cool.
know
Yeah, like
that
we
you're
don't
waste time.
roll around in fake vehicles or have rented sets where we pretend like this is our this or that. Everything we have in our team is all in the surface. We got the offices, we got the cars, we got the creativity, we got the studios, we got David Weintraub, who's just insane.
He is. You're
You know what I mean? So we have
like a true gentleman.
We have all the elements to really live good on the West Coast, have fun, and live life, and at the same time create and try to give people good quality stuff.
Absolutely. When can we expect to hear a single? No idea yet.
I mean, we there's a lot of stuff that we can't announce today, but it's very
Fingers crossed again.
like I would say by summer. I mean, it's close.
Wow.
Great. AfterBuzz
Pool
TV
party.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Pool party song.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick.
Let's have a party and let's have the song playing really
Let
loud.
that
You
beat
got
drop.
it.
Okay, done.
Yeah, that was a
I'll
hard
set it
sell.
up.
That was a really
I'll
hard
set
sell.
it up.
So you guys are far along with the process. Has he been in the studio and recorded like a whole song? I know you said the one that we
Can't
saw a
we can't
little
give
bit of-
all the details
Sorry,
yet,
all right.
but like
Have
we're
to stay patient, everybody.
listen, we're in the process. The ball is rolling and the process is moving. So we are here.
Well, I'm sad this season's over.
Yeah, but at least we have the show next week.
Yeah, we got one
Yes,
more. Yeah, we got
one
the,
more
the,
show next
The clip
Yay.
show / reunion. And I think Maria's joining us for that.
I'm not sure, but maybe.
That's what we
Maybe
heard.
she will grace us with her presence.
That's what we're hearing.
Hopefully.
I did an interview with her.
Yeah, for your show.
I did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And with some other AfterBuzz hosts, yeah?
Yeah, I was pretty turned up that
He was.
night.
You were buzzing pretty hard. It was
I
like
was,
you were doing like an after and a before buzz.
Yeah, it
Ooh.
was a serious buzz that
Yeah,
night.
it was.
We're all buzzed out.
We're all
maybe
buzzed
we're not
out.
like that.
I get it.
The buzz going.
The bumblebee mic.
Yeah.
We have to do one more cheers. Ray J, David, thank
Yes.
you guys for joining us. Michael.
We appreciate
Michael,
it. Shout out to
Mima.
Michael,
Yeah.
Copper Cab, Cottrell.
Yeah.
Aunt Dee Dee,
Definitely.
Uncle Johnny,
Mima,
Paul,
all
Lil
of you
P,
guys.
What up,
Lil P,
Mima?
Lil P, you little bobblehead.
I did my
And
future
thank you,
wife.
and thank you, of course, to the Reels channel and Asylum Entertainment.
What's up,
for
Reels?
everything.
We love you
Definitely.
guys.
Keeping it real,
Thank you.
people.
Definitely.
Keeping it real.
Where can we find you, Ray J?
You can just
On
find me on
Twitter
at
and-
Ray J, at RAYJ, everything. YouTube Ray J,
You're so lucky.
Instagram
Awesome.
Ray J, Twitter Ray J.
I just
I got a
followed you.
new layout for my new website coming, rayj.com. You can go to it now and see what I'm about to embark on.
I did check that out, and you scroll to the bottom of the page, it brings you back up to the
Yeah,
top, and
you
you scroll,
like that?
and you scroll.
You like
yeah,
that?
I love it for
You like
like
that?
It's like the
10 minutes.
infinity. It just
Yeah.
keeps going and going and
It's the
going.
infinity stroke.
I like
The
it.
infinity of
I have an
Ray
infinity
J
ring on
content.
right now. It just keeps going and going and going.
But soon there'll be more content there, and just give me a couple weeks. I'm working on something so loud.
Oh wow!
Listen.
we got loud stuff.
I'm
coming.
working on something that might be the loudest thing in 2014,
No,
and I
it
never
is
let you
Bullshit.
down.
You're coming
is
back.
loud.
Or you're gonna,
I never let you
we
down.
come
I don't
back?
know if I'm gonna be able to come back for that because it's gonna be out of control.
Don't do that.
All right.
Come on. You can't say that and then
Okay,
tease
no,
us
all
like
right.
that.
He loves
No,
us.
no, guys,
We'll get Weintraub,
it's
then you come.
loud.
It's loud.
Loud.
It's loud.
Oh, of
I
course
like loud.
I know.
I like loud.
It's real loud.
I'm so
man.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely keep up to date with that. Can't wait to see it. Where can we find you guys?
I'm at Miss Ashley Daniels on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me at Roxy Striar everywhere, just like Ray J.
Yep.
And of course, dwetalent.com. And on Twitter, it's at dwetalent. And on Instagram, it's dzgram007.
And thank
get all
you
that?
guys for joining us. It's a Hollywood Hillbillies AfterBuzz TV show. I'm Charlotte Broadbent. You can find me at Charlotte Broadbent on Twitter. Bye, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.